Natural affection and love cannot be checked by artificial means. Although the men present were very learned Brahmanas and demigods, they were afraid of their superior Daksha, and because they knew that their welcoming Sati would displease him, although in their minds they wanted to receive her, they could not do so. Women are naturally soft-hearted, but men are sometimes very hard-hearted. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धौ दीनबन्धौ जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त काञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So we're in the chapter where we're in the context where Mother Sati, she, even after Lord Shiva telling her not to go, she left that place hurriedly, swiftly. That's what word used, swiftly, um, all alone, without any help or without Lord Shiva. Then the Parshadas of Lord Shiva, right, Mani and Madha, they saw, Sati Devi leaving alone, and without the instructions or without a master, their master Lord Shiva informing them to go or ordering them to go as a support for Mother Sati, they just left. So that is the quality explained in the previous verses, that a Parsada doesn't wait for the instructions of the master. They just know the mind of their master. So that's how Mother Sati, she left the Kailasha to visit the place of her father. And in this verse, we see that she reached that place. So what happened after reaching there? It is her parents' house. It's her parental house. This is a place where she should cherish the love, the most love she would ever get. But in converse, what we're seeing here is that tamagatam tatra na kashanadriyad. No one was respecting her. No one was receiving her. Right? Tamagatam. When Sati with her followers reached the arena, because all people are were afraid of Daksha. Right? So Vimanitam Yagnakrito Bayajanaha. Yagnakrita, the one who is performing Yagna is who is Daksha. So what about Daksha? They're afraid of Daksha. Bayaha. Who are they? They are the people who assembled, or devotees, demigods, who are there in that Yagna, who are the participants of that Yagna, are afraid of Yagnakrita, who is Daksha, and they didn't receive her. Rite means accept. But there is one exception for that. What is that? The exception is that Swasrihi is her sisters. So her sisters, whose sisters? Sati Devi sisters, um, Daksha Prajapati and Mother Prasuti, they had 16 daughters, right? So one of them is Sati Devi, but her sisters, other 15 sisters were there to support her and with her mother. So all the 16, including mother, they were there. They had the emotional feelings for Sati Devi, and received her very well. They received her with the throats filled with tears of affection and embraced her with glad faces. Okay, so now what? So let's go through the verse and see what happened. Like let's go in detail in this one. Tamagatam tatrana kashanadriyad. Kashanadriyad is no, Kashana is no one, Adriyad means received. No, no. So basically, let's take a situation like this, right? Let's say Daksha is sorry, Sati Devi is a um, daughter of Daksha, and she didn't have an invitation, and she came to this place, and all others are not receiving her. Okay, but at the same time, even though Sati Devi is a daughter of Daksha Prajapati, she's also a wife of Lord devotee, sorry, the greatest devotee of the Lord, who is Lord Shiva, Vaishnavanam Mitha Shambhu, meaning the devotee, she's a great devotee. How can someone not receive a devotee? That is an offense again, right? Sati Devi may be the daughter of Daksha. At the same time, she is a wife of greatest devotee, Lord Shiva. She has to be honored. She has to be received, right? Similar situation we see. Hiranyakashipu was tormenting or abusing his son Prahlad. Yes, he may be his son, but at the same time, he's a devotee, right? So that was not considered. Similar thing is happening here. Sati Devi is being ignored because she's wife of Lord Shiva, or devotee. So what should we learn from here? The learning here for us is we must recognize that external status does not define a devotee, right? External status. Sometimes we see someone from somewhere else, right? Internally, we see how devotional the devotee is, right? We cannot just like, okay, let's put it like this. Um, what really matters is the inner bhakti. Okay, if someone is um, not showing or not having the not externally showing the devotional qualities, or externally displaying the devotional, like paying obeisances or chanting and all those things, but some people are we have to see the inner bhakti, inner feelings, inner emotions, the sensitivity of that person to recognize, and we should respect them accordingly. It's not that um, um, yeah, I'm forgetting the names of the people, but that's fine. There are so many examples like that where people get mistreated because they don't display their inner bhakti outwards, right? So that is so even the society ignores that such persons. What we have to do is we as devotees have to recognize and respect them. So in this case, um, even though one part is Sati Devi is the daughter of Daksha. The other part is she's the wife of a great devotee. She's devotee herself. She's Sati Devi. So that also was not included or accepted by um, the participants of that yagna there. And the second line is Vimanitam yagna krito janaha. So why are they not recognizing? Don't they really want to go and respect Mother Sati? They want to, internally, they want to do it, but because of bhaya, because of that fear, that Yagnaprita or the Daksha or everyone is afraid of losing that freebies, or losing that um, good faith, or losing the, so that kind of mentality we all carry sometimes, right? So we should get out of it. When it comes to bhakti, when it comes to doing the right thing, we should get out of that hankering for the freebies and ignoring the reality. Okay, so um, in the we have seen that in the assembly of Kauravas, when Draupadi was dishonored, by Duryodhana and his brothers, there were there were very powerful, powerful leaders sitting there in that assembly, right? Bhishma Dev, Drona, like there were so many, Dhritarashtra was also there. So no one raised a voice. No one said it is wrong. Why? Why is because of fear. They don't want to displease Duryodhana because they don't want to lose the freebies. They don't want to lose the favor of Duryodhana. Duryodhana being the emperor or the king of Kauravas, they don't want to lose that. Even though, yeah, Bhishmadev later he mentioned that my biggest regret or my biggest mistake in my life is not raising the voice in that assembly of Kauravas where Draupadi was disturbed. So, yeah, Bhishmadev accepted it. But the point, what we're trying to discuss here is that because of fear, we don't want to do the right thing sometimes. That is not right. The same thing happened in Ramayana also, in the Ravana's court, when he was trying to analyze or taking the stock of his strengths to fight against Rama, Lord Ramachandra, everyone, Prahasta and other leaders, the military generals there, they were all boasting their strengths in front of Ravana, covering covering the fact that Rama is much more stronger than them, right? So why were they doing it? They knew internally they knew that they cannot do. Some may be knowing that they cannot fight against Rama. They'll utterly lose that battle, but still they were boasting their strengths in front of Ravana. Why? Because of fear. But Vibhishana got up there. Vibhishana said no. And Ravana, as a bad leader, the quality of a bad leader is um, not taking the negative about him, right? It's a quality of a bad leader. So Ravana, um, being the king, he should have heard his brother's voice. He was the only one who got up there, and he said that Rama is much powerful than you, and what you are doing is wrong. The activity you performed is wrong. Bringing others' wife to your palace is wrong without the consent of a husband. So that's someone is telling wrong, 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 but the bad leader doesn't listen to that. That's where the destruction starts. That's what is happening here. Because Yagnakrita Bayaha, because of the fear of the Yagnakrita, the Daksha, no one is raising their voice, no one is telling anything, or no one is receiving because they don't want them to be seen receiving Sati, who was not invited for this yagna, or Sati her his family. So her family, Sati her family. So that is a second point we have to learn here. The third line is Rite Swasrir Vai Jananim Cha Sadaraha. So there is an exception every time. Rite means accept. Who came to who came to receive her? Her sisters, as I told you before, her sisters and Jananim, mother, the love, uh, genuine love versus conformity. So, what is genuine love? The love for that emotion, the genuine love, like Brahma Patnis. When Brahmana Patnis in Srimad Bhagavatam, we hear that story where Brahmanas were performing the yajna, and Krishna Balram came for for asking for some food. But Brahmanas were very busy. But the same question when the children Gopas went and asked mothers or the wives of Brahmanas, they had that genuine love towards Krishna and Balram. They just said, Krishna Balram are hungry. They left everything as it is and they ran. They packed everything, whatever they have. They didn't start cooking, but they packed whatever they have and started running towards the Krishna and Balram to feed them. That is a genuine love. Huh? Like, so when you have that genuine love, towards others, especially towards Krishna, what happens is that Krishna reciprocates. How does he reciprocate? Yashodamaya. We have seen the example of Yashodamaya where when Yashodamaya can chastise, can beat, can scream at Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna is in the form of a small boy, but at the same time is the supreme personality of Godhead, and that supreme personality of Godhead will act as if he is crying and he's fearful. He acts as if he's frightened because of Yashodamaya. That is what a genuine love can do. That is what that genuine love can bind or yeah, bind the supreme personality of Godhead himself. So that is the love. So what they did, this mother and sisters, they went out of their way. They went against the social uh, uh, society there, against the society, in front of everyone. They went there and received Sati Devi, right? So the point we're mentioning here is that love has no bounds. So what does it show here? So Swasrir and Jananim means mothers and sisters. This also includes indicates that the power of family bonds in bhakti, right? So whenever it comes, um, when the family is very strong, yes, Daksha is different. He's not accepting them, but these mother and sisters, they went against Daksha's will and they received Mother Sati. So that shows how strong the family bonds are there. That when the family is bonded, when the family um, gets to pray together, eats together, and stays together, then that is a very good thing, right? That is what we want to see. That develops that emotional bonding within the family, and so sometimes there is a wrong notion that bhakti means giving up family. That's not always true. It means basically bhakti means it elevating family relationships to divine service and support, right? So including every where bhakti is inclusive, not exclusive. Oh, I am the one who's going to go out to the forest and do perform the austerities and penances and other things. It's not like that. It's an inclusive act. It's an act of a family where everyone gets together and perform each and every action in such a way that the bonding will raise and they all together pray to the Lord or worship the Lord in such a way that they all get elevated. That this is the elevated relationships where people get together and elevate themselves to the next level. So um, that's where we are seeing here. Swasrir and Jananim, his own sisters and mother, they came sadaraha. Sadara means with respect. And how are they? What are their symptoms when the genuine love appears? The symptoms are Premashru Kantaya Parisasra Varjur Mudaha. So the Premashru, the tears of love, right? And Kantaya Parisashva, uh, and and the throats were choked because of this, um, because of that love. And Parishashvaja means they embraced and with glad faces. They know the situation. They know that Daksha is not favorable for Sati's appearance there, Sati Devi, Mother Sati visiting that place, but still they want to nullify that effect. They want to, and no one is respecting her, no one is receiving her. But because of that love, that genuine love, they went ahead and embraced her with the glad faces. So we have seen that that genuine love creates tears. Those are like tears of joy, tears of love. But we have seen that in Srimad Bhagavatam, Gopis of Vrindavan, when Lord when yeah, Krishna and Balaram are leaving the Mathura, sorry, leaving to Mathura, all these gopis were having the tears. They wanted to really stop him to go out of that, yeah, from Vrindavan to Vrindavan, go out of Vrindavan. So they had that emotions. We see that emotions were developed, and they were crying and sobbing, and they wanted to stop. Akrura in any way, and they cursed Akrura finally. So that great devotee who was Akrura, who developed that symptoms of devotion by looking at the footprints of the lords when he entered Braj Mandal, that same devotee started offending, and he was one of the yeah, he was one of the conspirators for that stealing of Shamantaka money later part. So what we're trying to say here is that that love is so powerful, that love is so deep. People yeah, so the tears will flow when that love develops, and yeah, Ashru. So we have also seen, yeah, yeah, sorry, yeah. So that Ashru, Prema Ashru, the tears of love will come when that emotions are exhibited. Same thing we have seen from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Siksashtakam. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking, Nayanam Galadashru Dharaya, Vadanam Gadgadaruddhaya Gira, Pulakair Nishitam Vapukada Tavanama Grahane Bhavishyati. When will my sorry, when will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name, O Lord? When will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? So that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Siksashakam. So when that love, meaning Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that we have to develop that love. When that love is developed for something that includes the names of the Lord, right? Then we see the tears of love, and we see Nayanam Galadashru. The tears will be flowing from the eyes, and Bhadanam Gadgada Gridhaya Gira. So the shivering of body, and we see the Pulakir Nishitam Vapukada. So then the hair will stand on the and so when will it happen? So that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's point. So basically, what we're seeing here is like there was this with this last line we understand Premashra Kantaya, we understand that they had that love, that genuine love for Mother Sati Devi. Um, so because of Daksha Prajapati, yeah, her father, she was not invited. She was not invited, but still she came here because she had that love also. Even the Lord Shiva, her husband not allowed her or warned her of leaving the place, but still she left and came to this father's place because she had that love. She was missing it. So and Lord Shiva also quotes in one of the verses um, when the guest is not favorable of your visit, right? When the guest has raised eyebrow with red eyes, and when you visit the when a visitor comes in, then it should be understood that visitor is not invited. It's not a good thing to go or visit to that place. So that's Lord Shiva warned it. He gave a lot of instructions. There was some conversation went in, but still because of that love, because they know, this familial bonding is always there, no matter how much bad that can be, but this familial bonding is always there. So she wanted to come and visit visit her parents and family members, but unfortunately no one was receiving her. So that's what has happened. The other thing which really one notable thing what we have discussed earlier is that Parsadas, Lord Shiva Parsadas, they were not waiting for instructions from Lord Shiva to Lord Shiva. They just went in. When Mother Sati she left the Kailasha, they were not waiting for her, for Lord Shiva's instructions. They just understood the mind of Lord Shiva and they acted. Same thing happened with Hanumanji. When Hanumanji was asked to go find Sita Devi, he was not just he went, found, and he ran and came back. No, he went there, made sure who is Mother Sita. He never saw Mother Sita. There were apsaras, beautiful ladies, and he was wondering. Like at one point, he was thinking maybe Ravana's wife is Mother Sita, but his logic was different. He was thinking, how can um, if she was Mother Sita, then how can she be in the palaces of Ravana, right? In the inner chambers of Ravana? So he rejected that thinking, and he said, no, she's not Sita. And he went ahead, looked for Mother Sita everywhere. Then he finally found her under the tree in Ashokavana. And not only that, after that, he made sure that Ravana got a warning, right amount, right dose of warning, and also he made sure that she's safe. She's with his act. Whatever he has performed, he made sure that she's safe and well before leaving that place. So that is a parsada. That is the best servant we see, or the best servant or servants we see in the scriptures. Okay. So with this, I want to close. Um, so we don't have Madhupati Prabhu. Um, so thank you all for joining this Srimad Bhagavatam class this morning. For the benefit of the all the devotees and for all the society, let's chant Narsingha prayers. Sri Narsingha, Jai Narsingha, Jai Jai Narsingha. Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringha. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham. Narasimham Vishanam Badram Rityar Nityam Namamiham. Sri Narsingha, Jai Narsingha, Jai Jai Narsingha. Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringha. उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं श्रीनरसिंह जय नरसिंह जय जय नरसिंह प्रह्लादेश जया पद्मा मुखा पद्मा भृंग उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्
नरसिंह भगवान की जय।
Jai. Let's chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra also 3 times. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare
Rama
Ram, Ram
Rama,
Ram.
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Rama, 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 Hare Hare. So we pay obeisances to all the Vaishnavas with this mantra. Vanchakalpatarubhayascha
Shubhechha, Vasin Vibhavacha, Patita Nam Pavni Viveshna Namo Namah.
Namo Namaha. Thank you once again. Hare Krishna. We'll drop the call.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.